So I'm watching Steve Harvey and Monique go at it on Steve Harvey's show. I have no dog in the fight, but it did remind me of a point of view that I've had for years. After living on this earth 40-some years, I've come to the conclusion there's four types of black people. There's a competitor, a rule changer, a complainer, and a destroyer. And you also have sellouts, but a sellout can be part of either one of the four groups. So we're not focusing on them right now. I'm only talking about black people who's supposed to have the black community's best interest in mind. I'm not here to try to convert nobody. I ain't here for no co-signers. That's just my point of view. And the problem is with the black community, all four groups think they're in charge. They're not willing to work with any of the other groups because they think they're better than the other groups. And that's why we are stagnant. This is the white man's game. You know, it's his game. We just playing the game. Well, the first group within the white man's game is the competitor. Well, the competitor reads the rules of the game, learns the rules of the game. His whole goal or her whole goal is to beat the white man at his game. And if I can't beat him, I will damn sure be able to compete on the same level that he is. That's being a productive citizen. You can't argue with that. That, brother or sister, is necessary. But that don't make them our leader. The next group is the rule changer. The rule changer recognizes the rules of the game is rigged, and their whole goal in life, come hell or high water, is to change the narrative, change the rules of the game. These type of people are very necessary in the black community. The black community would have not made the advances that it has if it was not for the rule changer. But the rule changer don't run nothing. The next group is the complainer. And the complainer is just that, a complainer. They sit at the game and do absolutely nothing but complain and be negative. They complain about everything from the cheerleader's uniform to how the ref is calling the game. It's stinking here. This seat hard. They got something to complain about everything. They serve no other purpose. And as annoying as the complainer is, the complainer has value because the complainer brings awareness. Some of the stuff the complainer talks about is BS, but overall, the complainer helps to bring awareness to issues. But the complainer don't run nothing, ain't even qualified to run nothing. Next we have the destroyer. The destroyer hates the game, hates the rules, want to burn it down to the ground, reduce the whole game to rubble. They want to firebomb the gym. But what the destroyer doesn't realize, because a lot of times the destroyer is a mindless oaf, if you firebomb the gym, you're going to kill a lot of your people too in there. If you burn the gym to the ground, now the game can't be played. The game needs to be played because people have to eat. And because the destroyer is a mindless oaf, they didn't think this through. The destroyer's point of view is burn to the ground. We'll figure it out later on. But the destroyer has value. The destroyer is the deterrent from BS outside our community coming in our community. People outside our community coming in our community trying to mess with one of those other three groups, guess what? They got to deal with the destroyer. The destroyer is like the bouncer. So the destroyer has purpose. But the problem is all four groups hate one another. It's a tug of war. They all think they in charge. It's too many chiefs, not enough Indians. The competitor hates the complainer. They hate the complainer because while I'm out here working and busting my ass, you sitting on your ass complaining. The complainer hates the competitor because they can't compete. They mask their inability to compete with complaining. The destroyer hates the rule changer because the destroyer actually thinks that they are a rule changer, which nothing could be farther from the truth. The rule changer hates everybody because they think they're smarter than everybody else. And if you ain't getting down like I'm getting down, something wrong with you. Everybody has value. We all have to work together or nothing works. We will remain stagnant for years to come. And that's what I'm reminded of watching this video of Steve Harvey and Monique.